So think about this while you're eating dinner tonight. What you're eating for dinner could actually impact your sleep.
I hate thinking about that.
Sorry, but we're doing a segment on it.
I want to eat what I want to eat, but I also want to sleep. So we are learning more about a new sleep study. So we bring in our 9 News medical expert, Dr. Payal Kohli, about why food impacts our sleep.
Food does so many things. We know when we have that big meal on Thanksgiving, we all get that food coma afterwards, right?
Tryptophan or whatever it is.
Yes, so that's one key component. That's one of the reasons. So tryptophan leads to melatonin and serotonin, which are the sleep chemicals. So that's one way in which food can impact our sleep. It also leads to sugar spikes. And if you get a big sugar spike, that carb coma, that can also induce sleep. And it can actually change the gut, the bacteria that lives in our gut, depending on what we eat. That can create inflammation or reduce inflammation, which can also affect our sleep. So food and sleep are one of those things that are so intimately connected, but we don't often think of it that way.
Is there one type of diet that is better than another to promote better sleep? I've had a problem sleeping for 20 plus years in this business. The business does that too. You work odd hours. But is there a better diet, like a Mediterranean diet or whatever?
Yes, so plant-based diet with fish promotes the best kind of sleep. And they've actually looked at this in the scientific literature. And I'm not talking about just eating something vegetarian like a salad one day. I'm talking about 3 months of enriching fruits and vegetables in your diet. And they actually looked at people afterwards and they reported much better sleep. Now, interestingly, women were twice as likely to respond to a plant-based diet with improvement in their sleep compared to men. So we know that there may be some hormonal or estrogen influences there as well. But it's not just what you eat, it's also when you eat it, and it's also how you eat it. So I'm going to ask you guys, what is your heaviest meal of the day?
Yeah.
Dinner.
Not the one you want me to answer,
Yeah, exactly.
but yes.
So breakfast like a king, dinner like a pauper. So breakfast should be our heaviest meal of the day.
Yeah, it always is dinner.
Rather than dinner. Dinner should be at least 4 hours before we go to sleep. And then, interestingly enough, when you're having your breakfast, if you're one of those early risers, you actually want light, because our circadian rhythms, our body clocks, are actually triggered by food. So if you eat your dinner very late, like Kim, I think you eat very late.
I sometimes snack when I get home because I'm wide awake.
Right.
Yeah.
Again, on this shift, when you get home, you can't just go right to bed.
So your body thinks that's according.
That's a meal to my body.
Circadian rhythm according to that. So you really have to be careful if you are going to snack in between meals. You want to make sure to line up the body's clock with the external clock so that your body and the circadian rhythm aren't in disarray.
You also don't want to be digesting, right, when you go to bed?
That's exactly right. And so because if you're digesting, it can cause indigestion, which can be obviously very uncomfortable. It can cause heartburn or acid
keep you
reflux
up.
if you have a very full stomach when you're sleeping. Now, what's nice to have right around bedtime is something rich in protein, not rich in carbs. And I would say, again, few hours before bedtime. So a warm glass of milk. My mom used to always tell me warm milk helps.
And it really does help?
It really does help.
I've heard about cherry juice.
Tart cherry juice is the other thing that helps, but for different reasons. And again, you don't want to drink it right before bedtime, because if you do that, you're going to wake up to urinate in the middle of the night. But what you want to do is at least 2 hours before bedtime, have a warm glass of milk or a glass of tart cherry juice, because it increases melatonin levels through either tryptophan or through direct melatonin, because tart cherry has melatonins in it. So it's a really good idea to try to enrich those types of food. We've talked before about magnesium as well, Kim. That's another supplement that I recommend some people take, because most of us
take that.
At night need at least 420 milligrams of magnesium.
I don't know how you're feeling at home, but I know now that I do almost everything wrong to get good sleep.
I know. And I'm telling you, warm milk sounds awful. But I'll try the other things, Dr. Kohli.
With a little turmeric in it. It's
I don't even like milk.
Antioxidant, anti-inflammatory.
I'd rather pop a magnesium.
Not for you. But keep away from that alcohol and the caffeine.
I know.
Yeah, definitely.
Stay away from both.
Doctor, thank you.
All right. Dr. Kohli, thank you. You can find more from Dr. Kohli at 9news.com/Dr. Kohli.